This is a breathing exercise called Qigong. This particular exercise is excellent for dealing with panic attacks, anxiety, and also spastic colon or IBS. It can actually also ground you if you're sitting somewhere and your back starts to hurt. You can go into this form of breathing, and it can also keep you calm, keep your back from hurting. It strengthens your core, and it also flushes out like any emotional toxicity. A lot of toxicity happens in your body when you have emotional reactions to things that you're not comfortable with, when you're resisting where you're at, and this particular breathing can flush that out. And this is like a really, really grounding form of breathing. This is the beginner introduction to it. One thing that's very important is make sure that you haven't eaten or drinking anything for an hour, preferably 2 hours. One of the best places to do this is also when you wake up in the morning, go right into Qigong. It's a sitting exercise, takes you 20 minutes, and what you'll find from it is that you feel more grounded, your core is stronger. You want some kind of flat surface to sit on, a bench or a chair. You don't want any back support. If you have back problems, you'll find within 5 minutes of going into this exercise, the back problems disappear. So meaning if you have trouble sitting up without back support, as soon as you go into this breathing, for the most part, it's not there. We're going to start off basically just by shaking everything off. So you want to shake off your hands, and when you breathe, you inhale through your nose. You have the higher lobes of your lungs, which is where everyone breathes from, but you also have lower lobes of your lungs here, and that's where singers sing from. Singers, they'll sing from their lower lobes of their lungs, and that way they're not pushing through their throat. This is similar. So here's my higher lobes, and then here's my lower lobes. And the lower lobes are coming down into this area. So when you breathe, you want to basically expand everything, the upper lobes of your lungs, the lower lobes, and pretty much maximize your intake. So breathing. With the breathing, you're flushing everything out, all the negative ki. Shake it all off. Shake it off your feet. Now with this, everything is relaxed in your body. So the only place you want tension, especially when you're sitting to do the breathing, is your big toes and your thumbs and your pinkies. Everything else is relaxed. So right now, shaking everything off. Shaking the feet off. Okay. Once you feel everything shaken off, you want to sit down on a flat surface. I have a piano bench here. A chair can work as long as you sit on the edge of a chair. You don't want back support. So we'll get to that right now. Okay. Now that you've shaken everything off, now the concept is the same here. When you're inhaling, you want to be filling the lower lobes of your lungs, filling the top lobes of your lungs, but really go deep with the breathing. When you sit, your legs are at a 90-degree angle. Your pinky and your thumbs are the only things that are tense, and you put them on your knees like this, and your big toes a little bit tense. That's it. Everything in your body is relaxed. So you're sitting like this, and if you do have back problems, hang in there. Try not to arch your lower back too sharply. And the first exercise begins like this. Breathing in, lower lobes, upper lobes. Breathing out. Now what you're going to do is when you inhale, you're going to inhale into your danjan, which is this power center here. So when you inhale, you're actually expanding your stomach out and everything out, filling up the lower lobes of your lungs. So when you inhale, you're actually pushing your stomach out like this. Inhale. Exhale. Everything's relaxed. Your big toes a little bit tight. Thumb and pinkies are a little bit tight. Feel your shoulders, everything relaxed. Inhaling, pushing out the stomach. When you exhale, exhale through your nose, inhale through your nose. As you're getting ready, if you want to do a little bit through your mouth, that's fine. But as the exercise starts, you're going to be inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your nose. Okay, and the first one starts like this. You inhale, and you hold. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now, when you lock, when you're inhaling and you lock, you don't want to push too hard, but you're going to be pushing your danjan even further out. So you're inhaling, and when you lock, it's that extra lock. Again, the rest of your body is relaxed. So here we go. We're going to do 10 of these. Inhale. Exhale. Pushing the stomach all the way in, almost like your belly button is trying to touch your spine, which is back here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. When you're exhaling, try and get that belly button to touch your spine. When you fully exhale, flex your mula bandha, which is between the anus and the sexual organ. It's underneath. It's your pelvic floor. You flex that almost like when you're pinching off, when you're peeing and you're pinching it off. You flex that with your exhale. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So that's 10. Shake it off. Let everything go. You should be feeling that already. Generally what you'll feel is a sense of clarity in your head. Sometimes things can start to vibrate. Sometimes some people get some pain over their belly button. What this also does is it massages the internal organs, so it really gets a lot of the stale ki energy between your organs. It gets it to clear out. A lot of times it can cause a bowel movement directly after, which is fine. A lot of times people cry in between it or afterwards too, because it flushes out emotion too. But this is a very powerful form of breathing, and again, it can literally rid you of panic attacks and anxiety. So here's the second one. So that was 10, pushing out. The second one, the same lock as you're inhaling. When you inhale and you lock, you're going to lock all the way up to 10 times. So the first one is once, then you lock twice, and you lock 3 times. So you go 1, 1, 2, exhale. Again, the lock, that's all it is. You don't want to press too hard, and you're not pressing down through your root chakra at all. You're focusing your power in your danjan. So here goes. This is we're going to do this. We're going to count to 10. We're going to do 10 of these. 1, 2, 3. You'll notice that I'm locking out 3 times. 4. 4 times, locking out 4 times. The lock is in your donjon area. 5. Exhale. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 'Again, shaking it off. Take some breaths. Make sure everything's loose. Okay, now we're moving on to the third exercise. You're going to inhale again, push out. But and then once you're out, you're going to pull your stomach in and out. In and out. Just one time. And then you're going to build up to 2, 3, all the way up to 10. So here we go. Here's the example. That's 1. As we build up, we're going to do 2, 3, 4, as we move up to 10. So here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. That's 5, and as you'll see, I did 5 pulsations as we get up to 5, 4 pulsations when we're at 4. So now we're going to move to 6 pulsations. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This is 10. Inhale. Exhale. Shake it off. This is the 4th exercise and your last exercise. This is reverse breathing. It's the same concept, except that when you inhale, you're pulling your stomach in and locking in. And when you exhale, you're pushing your stomach out. So here's the first one. That was 2 locks. We're going to move up to 10. 3 locks, 4 locks, 5 locks, and so on. So here we go. Reverse breathing, same concept. You're breathing in, you're filling up the lower lobes of your lungs. You're focusing on the Danjan. Everything is relaxed except your pinky and your thumbs and your big toe. Everything else is relaxed. Here we go. One. Here we go. Two. Three. Remember, you're pulling in on your inhalation, pushing out on your exhalation. 4. When you lock, the lock is pulling in. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 'And finish. It's a great exercise, basically to clear your head, to ground you. But you'll find out that as you do it on a daily basis, you'll find out that the IBS will start to back off. If you're having panic attacks or anxiety, you'll notice that will start to dissolve away. But again, if you're going to go into a breathing exercise, make sure you haven't drinking water or eaten for at least an hour. Breathing is miraculous. They say when you come into life, you take your first breath. When you leave life, you take your last breath. So coming and going, we're taking our first breath and exhaling our last breath. So breathing is miraculous. There's all kinds of prana in each breath. Most people are breathing shallow throughout the day, and this will teach you how to breathe deeply, especially when work challenges come up or stressful situations. You go right into your breathing, and you can stay steady. You can make the right decisions. This is a martial arts form of breathing because you can actually use this breathing and deal with fighting or combat situations, and your head's going to be a lot clearer. This particular exercise will ground you in breathing. It'll ground your Danjan. It literally is an organ massage. It massages your organs. A lot of times, like if you go to like shiatsu, for instance, they'll press inside your stomach and actually move things around in here. That's what this does. This actually gets in there and moves everything around, flushes out the key energy, and you'll feel your stomach feeling better. That's the reason I say that it can actually make IBS go away or spastic colon, because it'll literally sort out the energetic channels of this region right here, and it can actually get you back on track. If you're having chronic nervous stomach, it'll actually make that dissolve away, and literally within weeks you'll find yourself feeling a lot better, a lot more grounded. And martial artists use these exercises to actually improve their striking abilities and their abilities to move, because what it ends up doing is it really grounds your core, strengthens your Danjan, and when it comes time to move, you can move. You can go into explosive movements, whether that be trying to get away from something or having to strike. But then again, that's fighting is the least beneficial thing that these exercises are for. This is about grounding. This is about clearing you of anxiety and really getting you confident and focused on what you're doing. Thank you.